Hello friends, welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. Once again, I am Kevin Lindsay, and it is time to take a look at Sahara Dunes. There's a lot here, but there's also not a lot. You're going to get some intense high winds. Hopefully you watched the Golden Blab podcast with myself and Adam Kramer. Talked to you a little bit about how this course is going to have elevated winds throughout it. You can see that with an 11-mile-an-hour wind kicking off on hole 1 here. But another Jim Z original course, as we'll call it, coming to Golden Tee PGA Tour 2025 games with the update that is coming on Monday, September 9th. So commercial PGA Tour games, if your operator has ordered the update for that game, they will be downloading all this week, installing on Monday the 9th, and then 2 weeks after that, the 23rd, Golden Tee Live commercial 2025 updates will start shipping from the IT warehouses. So you will start seeing those installs around Tuesday, the 24th, as we tackle our first drivable par 4 here on this course. And then, of course, 2 weeks after that, on October 7th, that Monday, Golden Tee PGA Tour Home Edition owners will be able to download and install that update, and the Golden Tee Live Home Edition Update 6 will also go out on that same day. So, what we used to call Golden Tee Christmas is really like 3 separate Christmases. You have the Golden Tee PGA Tour Christmas. That's like the Christmas with your, closest family members. Then a couple of weeks later, you have the commercial release, which is like a holiday party with your family and friends. And then when the Home Edition comes out, that is another Christmas, and that's just like kind of like the New Year's Eve party. The what do you want to call it? The whipped cream, on top of the cake there, the frosting on top. 3 different opportunities to get excited about the launch of new courses. Now, what you're also not seeing is that, or maybe don't know, if you didn't from the last couple of videos that I did, this is my first time truly playing through these courses because I want it to be raw and natural. Of course, you zoom around the course for videos and screenshots that you guys see on GoldenTee.com and on social media, but I wanted these playthroughs to be very raw and natural, and also, let's be honest, I'm just a bit rusty. Now, I've said a couple times this is going to be a 6-hole preview, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Who knows with me? Let's just be real and honest. I'm going to try something here. Not sure if this will work, but for those of you out there that have a 7.5 degree or an 8.5 degree driver, a 7 degree or an 8.5, I'm sure you will try and see if there's a little ramp love action there, because this is just a generic 4 launch non-drivable par 4. And the other thing I like to point out in these videos, of course, this is only one tee box you're seeing on these handful of preview holes. When you get out there, when you go to GoldenTee.com or pull up the GT Caddy app and start looking at those updated courses or those machines that have updated courses, you will really get a feel for these courses yourself. Now, of course, what would a par 5 be, especially the first one on this course, without some difficult shots to make here? This may be one of the more difficult courses, at least in my opinion, and that is just based off of what I've seen so far and the fact that that ball is going in the water. Almost not in the water, but in the water. Feel like throughout these courses you're not going to get a lot of forgiving opportunities. You see there, even at that layup spot, for me it was a drop spot because I had a bad tee shot, but rough. So you're not going to get that spin you might want off of that rough there. So depending on where the pin is on that par 4, or on that par 5, you're going to have to get creative with it. Hole 7 here. Look, there's a fairway over there. I could only imagine what that means. Look at our buddies here keeping cool or trying to stay cool. For me, for this, oh, wrong damn buttons. For me, I'm just going to hit a high T8 wood. We'll get over that without a problem. Apparently, a little bit harder than I had planned. But these are new courses, they're new experiences. There's a ton to see and do. We've got Random Round that Adam and I showed off a couple weeks ago. A lot of different options here. Look at that, 15-mile-an-hour wind on a hole number 8. When was the last time you saw that? Thankfully for me, I got rid of the Super Spin except on my G. But for a course like this, it might not be a bad idea or an option to have. So, final hole here. Another treacherously long par 5. Let's see if we can get it out there. Alright, so it does look like you should be able to get it out there. So, you'll be okay. Now, obviously with these elevated winds, it does make it a little bit difficult. So for me, I'm hitting a very rare no-spin shot. As we putt in there for eagle on this par 5. Leave you with this flyby of hole 10. But if it's drivable, we'll play it. Look at that. It's drivable, so screw it. We will play it. 287 off of this tee box. I'm just going to go right at it. Now, as you can tell there, decent elevation change. Change the camera for you guys. But that is all the preview you're going to get. You're going to have to get out there and play this course on day 1 of the PGA Tour 2025 release, Monday, September 9th. GoldenTee.com, at GoldenTee on social media. And that is it for here on Sahara Dunes.